Hello and welcome to Ready Bet Action. I am lagging here with stupid Wi-Fi issues, but we are, man, I'm limping through this day. Soccer really kicked me in the teeth today. It looks like we're going to go 1-3. Not ideal for your boy, but we continue on. Let's talk about some NFL action. I know you must be feeling great coming off a really strong Thursday night football. Anything you're looking for this upcoming weekend?
No, I'm excited to give some more props. I think there's some opportunities here. There's a lot of low totals happening this weekend, and a lot of the prime games are kind of out of the main slate. So it's interesting to look at those as kind of one-off games coming into it. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I have mostly NFL picks, but you also have some soccer for us. I think we're gonna actually start with football today.
Yeah, let's do it. And let's get right into some NFL here. So I'm kind of using like the dudes I really love in DFS this week. I mean, this
Yes.
first I want to talk about is someone whose price just continues to skyrocket because he is being used so much in this New
Yep.
Orleans Saints offense. And that's Alvin Kamara. I want his rushing and receiving yards over 97 and a half. So sometimes he'll get it on those little screen passes. Sometimes they feed him the rock. All I know is he's going to have a lot of yards, and I want exposure in this game. In the dome, it'll be a nice offensive output. And then the other game, we talked last week about how the market often overreacts to quarterback news. So Kirk Cousins is out. I think that's why this total is low. We're going to go with Jordan Addison over 3.5 receptions at minus 135 because a lot of his receptions are manufactured possessions, like those quick screen passes, the quick slants. They'll try a deep play here and there, but for the most part, they're going to want to get him involved in the game quickly. We already know they've got a lot of other injuries there. You can also do his over 44.5 yards if you like, but I like the 3.5 receptions. Those are my two NFL plays for Sunday.
Yeah, and Addison's been like such a nice surprise this year. I feel like that's not going to necessarily slow down with the backup quarterback. He's going to continue to be pretty solid out of the slot. So I do like both of those quite a bit. I'm going to take you over to the Ravens Seahawks game where I do have Lamar Jackson over 40.5 rushing yards at minus 125. The Seahawks tend to let the quarterback get a little loose, and Jackson's been hitting over this total quite a bit anyways. So I like him to get over 40.5. It doesn't seem like too high of a number for me. For him, as he's hanging, where is he? There he is. He's right behind Stephon there. Who's video is lagging, but your audio sounds fine if it makes you feel any better. But on the
That's
YouTubes, maybe
fantastic.
might be a little laggy there. But yeah, we got the Lamar Jackson jersey, so we got to grab the prop. Let's stick in that same game. And the Seahawks also aren't amazing against the tight end, and I like Mark Andrews here with an anytime touchdown at plus 150. Andrews really hasn't actually gotten a ton of receptions this year. He's been averaging like something like between like three to five a game or something like that. So, I do like him to get a touchdown against a Seahawks team that gives up some to the tight end. Dude's a little bit due there. I'm going to keep rolling here with another rushing quarterback. We got Jaron Hall, who will be starting for the Minnesota Vikings, as Steve already mentioned, with Kirk Cousins out. So one thing we know about former BYU quarterbacks is those dudes like to run the football. So 15.5 rushing yards for a guy who's probably going to pull the ball down and run for the sake of staying alive many times is great. I think 15.5 yards is way too low for a rookie quarterback in his first start who tends to run anyways. So I think we both
And
like
again, those
Jaron Hall here. Before I could keep going, yeah, what do you think about Jaron
yeah,
Hall?
no, I like it too. And again, like sack yardage doesn't count against him. So that's
Yes.
always nice in the NFL. So I like this. I think it's similar to that Jordan Love um, rushing total we had last week.
Yep.
It's gonna hit on one play.
Speaking of Jordan Love and how absolutely terrible that Green Bay Packers team is, I'm going to go ahead and take their kicker, Anders Carlson, at over 5.5 kicking points against the Rams at home. You can actually get either kicker in this game at 5.5, so feel free to take away. This is going to be a field goal type of game. The Packers aren't good. There's gonna be more field goals than there are touchdowns in this game. So I always like the 5.5 kicking points, and at -130, I will happily take that. And then last but not least for me, I do have the Cowboys and Eagles over 47 points, which is a bit of a high total, but these teams have been scoring quite a bit this year. And I kind of like this to be a shootout and kind of the game of the afternoon tomorrow. I really do like there to be a lot of points scored here. All kinds of crazy stuff, probably defensive touchdowns, all kinds of stuff. So, excuse me.
Bless you.
There you go. Yeah, we have our first podcast sneeze. All right. I'm sitting outside. So maybe it's the allergies stirring everything up.
Yes.
But all right, I think that's it for NFL. Any thoughts on NFL though before we move over?
Is the reason that you don't have a play on the Miami Chiefs game because you don't want to have to wake up at 7:30 in the morning to watch it?
A little bit. That's a main reason, and I just don't. There's just so much. I think everyone's going to be betting overs on everything on that game, and I don't know what to go with. I guess I lean Chiefs -3 or 3.5, whatever it's at right now. To be honest, just because the defense is that much better. But that's it. That's like the only lean I have. So that's why I'm not taking it.
Yeah, I'm not on it either. I want it to go over, but I think it's probably going to be an under. But we'll see. We'll see. I have a couple of soccer plays for you guys. Again, licking my wounds after a tough day at the office. This first game, I really love Aston Villa. They have been really good so far this year. They play a Nottingham Forest team that is recently promoted, and I think happy to be there. They'll be struggling to find points. Aston Villa will not have much issue in this game, so we're going to take them on the money line at -120. So they just need to win this game, and we'll be happy. The next two games I want to do, we're also taking on the money line. We're going to parlay them together. We've got our La Liga soon-to-be champs is my guess, and that's what the betting market says as well. Real Madrid on the money line after a big win against Barcelona in their house against Rayo Vallecano. We bet against them before successfully. And then the other game, we're going to the Bundesliga. We're going to take Stuttgart on the money line against Heidenheim. Heidenheim has been pretty decent so far this year, having some surprise results against mid-table tier teams. Stuttgart is like number 1 or 2 right now, depending on how some of these results shake out today and tomorrow. Stuttgart on the money line. They're coming off a loss. They're going to be riled up. Now they are without their main striker, but I do expect them to have the quality to get this. And we get it at -103, which is a nice return for two top of the league teams going against teams that have very few wins. But we know how that went for us today. All sorts of teams getting their first wins of the season against our team.
What do you know? What do you know?
Brutal day.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I mean, it's not good, but it was bound to. They gotta get a win at some point during the season, right?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was drinking some of my Aperol Spritz.
I saw that. I'm very proud of you. I'm about to go start tailgating here for this Colorado game, so I'm excited to start that process as well. So, hey, don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, X, and wherever you get your podcasts. Stefan, do you want to start this rundown for us?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, that's at Ready Bet Action. I think we always forget to say that part. But yeah, it's at Ready Bet Action. We'll start here with my NFL. I'll start with my soccer, actually go into NFL, and I'll let you finish out with your NFL. So our soccer picks, we're going to go with Real Madrid and Stuttgart in a parlay, both on the money line. We are also going to take Aston Villa against Nottingham Forest on the money line. For the NFL, we're going to go with Kamara over 97.5 rushing and receiving yards. And then my final play is Jordan Addison to get over 3.5 receptions.
Yeah, that's great. I got Lamar Jackson at 40.5 rushing yards at -125. Jaron Hall for the Vikings over 15.5 rushing yards at -125. Anders Carlson, give me that kicking prop over 5.5 kicking points at -130. Mark Andrews anytime touchdown for the Ravens versus the Seahawks. And then give me the over on the total for the Cowboys-Eagles game of 47. And you can get that at -110.
Oh, I love it, man. That's good stuff. I feel that we have no plays on spreads in the NFL. We're just going all props and
Never.
over. So you can use this kind of, if I know we're not going to have time to record DFS, but a lot of the guys we named here are guys that we like for that too. Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll be back with you soon. Eric, you enjoy some CU football. Let's go upset Oregon State. And the rest of you guys, you can watch it at home with me. So have a great night. Eric, any parting words?
No, that's it for me. Go Buffs.
Let's go.